So what else can you tell me about the map? Do you have a general idea of what the campus is like now?
I mean, I have yeah, I do because I kind of understand at least where some of the where some areas may be concentrated in a specific thing. Like I said, the north was more of the athletic type of fields and
Hmm.
gym and all that,
Hmm.
and then more to the center was academics and a few of the older residence halls, and then to the northeast was more newer and more dining halls.
Okay. So what about the streets? Are there any roads that go through campus, or is it totally a walking campus?
I mean, I found a few roads, but I didn't necessarily remember them.
All right, let's go down and take a look at the roads.
Okay. I
Fine.
know there's one south, but
Hmm. Hmm.
Global neighborhood, academic, global Phoenix Drive, Elon University Alpha, Road Stadium, Sport, 8. Elon University Alpha, Bank of America Drive Circle, 600, N. Williamson 8th and McGrath Theater, North Williamson Avenue, 340, verbose, system has new system dialog, off. Label. Korea Athletic Center, Sport. Young Commons and East Haggard Avenue, North Williamson Avenue, Alumni Gym, Sport. North Williamson Avenue, West, Young Commons and East Haggard Avenue.
okay. Well, we have East Haggard Avenue
Hmm.
over in this.
500 yards, showing 30, 100 yards, showing 147, 500. Moving to Young Commons and East Haggard Avenue, showing 32 of 47.
Okay.
Mosley Center, Conference Center. North Oak Avenue and Phoenix Drive, intersection, Chandler Fountain, North Oak Avenue and Phoenix Drive, intersection, rounded.
So would the line that I'm on be or I mean not the line, but like kind of the area, kind of end up being a road?
So let me see if I understand your question. So you are at North O'Kelly Avenue and Phoenix Drive intersection roundabout. What does that tell you?
That there's roads in multiple directions.
Well, okay. So a roundabout is just a big circle, right?
Correct.
Okay. And it gives you two names of roads. So there's two roads coming in this circle. Most circles have two roads coming in. Sometimes it's different than two roads, but it's two rows and it's going each direction. So north, south, east, and west. So it's
Mm-hmm.
four rows coming into this roundabout. So four entrances and four exits.
Right.
So that's an important thing to know because it sounds very different out there. What area is this North Kelly Avenue and Phoenix Drive? What area of campus?
Um, I mean, it's near the global neighborhoods.
Right, right. In that northeast corner, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you know there's a roundabout there. So North O'Kelly Avenue, which direction is that going to go? That street?
It's gonna go north south
Yep. And where's north on the map?
up.
Absolutely. North is always due, 12 o'clock due
Yeah.
is up. Yes. Okay. All right. So you know North O'Kelly Avenue is going to go up and down. So that means Phoenix Drive is going to go
Left, right.
left, right, east, west. All right. So what I try to do is give you some of the boundaries of campus by giving those intersections.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if you can find, I would assume if it goes in a straight line that Phoenix Drive is going east-west. So and you're in the northeast corner. So let's see if there's another point on the northwest corner with Phoenix Drive.
Okay. So
1,000 yards, showing 44.
would I
You can just explore around there
okay.
and just go left. Mm-hmm.
Chandler Fountain, acoustic landmark. La Rose Digital Theater, academic building. Ernest Akery Senior Business Center, Colonnade Dining Hall. Stanley Hall and Phoenix Drive, academic building. Harbor Hall, academic building.
Well, we definitely know Phoenix drives east
Yep.
because, well, I also saw it come to the right,
Yeah.
but
Moffett Hall and Dalton Michael Drive, academic building. Harold Roosevelt Library. Moffett Hall and Dalton Michael Drive, academic building.
we have another street.
Uh-huh. So you know that Moffett Hall is on Dalton McMichael Drive. So Dalton McMichael Drive. I love these names. Moffett Hall.
Oh boy.
Okay. So there's another.
Harold Roosevelt Library. Jimmy Powell Tennis Center, Sport. East Haggard Avenue and North O'Kelly Avenue, T intersection. William Henry L. Pavilion, North East Haggard Avenue and North O'Kelly Avenue, T intersection.
Okay. Well, that's south of the one that we were on. So
Yep.
that's North O'Kelly.
And yep, it is. Very good. So that's probably, yeah, keep going. That might be the end of North O'Kelly because it's a T.
William Henry L. Pavilion, North East Haggard.
Oh,
East Haggard Avenue and North O'Kelly Avenue, T intersection.
I see. So Haggard will continue left, right, but O'Kelly would end.
Mm-hmm, probably. Mm-hmm.
William Henry L. Pavilion, North East Avenue, North Oak Avenue, East Lebanon Avenue, intersection. William Henry L. Pavilion, North Oak Avenue, East Lebanon Avenue.
So this is a new street,
Mm-hmm.
but this is just on the outer edge, I think, of campus.
Yes, it is. So try to give you some of those outer edges, so just so you have an idea of when you get to the street. It's hard to tell which building you're in front of when you're walking, right?
Right.
When you get to the street, you know where you are when you get to an
Makes-
intersection.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you, East Lebanon is a very busy street. Okay, and it is pretty much the outer edge, the south edge of campus, and it runs East Lebanon. We know it runs east and west.
Correct.
Okay, see if there's another street close to it. Keep going.
Phoenix Club Sports Fields, Sport. Carolina Residence Hall. North Antioch Avenue and East Lebanon Avenue, intersection.
Okay,
Yeah.
I believe that East Lebanon is a one-way street, but I'm not sure. I haven't been to campus. My guess is parallel to it is East Trollinger Street or East Trollinger Avenue. And I believe that they're both one-way streets. So one's one way going east and one's one way going west. We'll have to confirm that when we go there. Okay, but they're two really busy streets right parallel to each other. Okay. All right, so now you just found another intersection. And what was it?
North Antioch Avenue and East Lebanon Avenue.
North Antioch
Yep, Antioch. Uh-huh.
Avenue.
Yep. All right. So we know that East Lebanon Avenue runs east and west. So North Antioch is going to run, obviously, it says it in its name.
Up and down and northwest. I mean, north-south.
North-south. So it might cut through part of campus. Okay. All right. Keep on going.
Linder Hall, Administration and College of Arts and Sciences. Smith Residence Hall. Barney Brand Residence Halls. Funville Fountain, Acoustic Landmark. Elon University, Interactive Media Building. Whitney Auditorium, Elon University. United States Postal Service intersection of South Williamson Avenue, Virginia Residence Hall. United States Postal Service intersection of South Williamson Avenue and East Trollinger Avenue.
Well, there's the East Trollinger Avenue.
Yes. So the post office is off campus, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be across, you're going to have to cross Lebanon Street and Trollinger Street to get to it. Okay. All right.
Virginia Residence Hall. South Williamson and East Trollinger Avenue, intersection.
And there's the actual intersection.
Right. So South Williamson, that's getting kind of close to the west side. That street is going to be kind of the boundary. Now, campuses are one of those beasts that they start small and they just keep growing and they keep growing. So the original boundaries may not be the boundaries anymore.
Right.
And that's why they have like there's that whole bunch of old dorms that's kind of in campus. And then all of a sudden there's that new section that's now there in the Northeast and it's farther away. You know, they keep adding on and there's no more room to add on in the main part of campus. Okay. So you found South Williamson.
South Williamson.
Yeah. All right. Keep on going.
Williamson Avenue and Lebanon Avenue, intersection. McEwen Dining Hall and North Williamson Avenue. Sloan Residence Hall. Alumni Gym, Sport. North Williamson Avenue and West Haggard Avenue, intersection.
Okay, we found West Haggard again, or now.
So West Haggard, we know it's north, it goes east and west, right?
Right.
So down at the bottom in the south end of campus, we have what road?
Williamson Avenue.
What's the big one-way roads?
I thought it was Williamson and Trollinger.
Lebanon.
Oh.
Yeah, Lebanon and Trollinger are the one-way. I believe they're one-way. Okay. And then, so parallel to them in campus or on campus is East Haggard.
Right. Yes. Okay.
All right. And we know going north and south on the west side is what street?
Williamson.
Yes, Williamson runs that way. Okay, are you kind of getting how this works? We're kind of making a group.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right, keep on going.
Career Athletic Center, Sport. McGrath Theater on North Williamson Avenue.
Yep, that's Williamson still. Okay.
And Williamson 8th and Phoenix Drive, intersection.
And we found Phoenix again.
And Phoenix. So, which way is Phoenix going to be running?
East-west.
Yes. So again, starting at the bottom, we have Trollinger, Lebanon, and then Haggard goes through campus. Phoenix goes through where it's part of campus. Okay.
And then Williamson's up and down.
Yep. Is that more that western boundary? Okay.
Right.
Lake Mary Nell, acoustic landmark. Lakeside Dining Hall. Elon University Alpha Bank of America Drive Circle. Road Stadium, Sport. Global Phoenix Drive, Academic Building.
I think we're back.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All
So
right.
we're back on Phoenix.
So you kind of have an idea now of what the roads are?
So the north-souths are pretty much, well, west to east are Williamson, O'Kelly, and I don't know what the furthest right was.
Oh, you might have to go back and explore that. But you're right. Williamson and O'Kelly. Uh-huh.
And then east to west is, or west to east doesn't, it makes a difference. Phoenix and East Haggard, or Haggard Avenue.
Yes.
And then Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trollinger.
You got it. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're kind of getting your boundaries because you know when you walk on campus, that's what's challenging about campus is there's all these intersecting sidewalks that go every which way.
Mm-hmm.
And the buildings are not necessarily on any roads. There might be little driveways going to them, but like the dorms aren't on the roads. There's just a little drive. Okay.
Yeah.
So figuring that piece out. So as you're walking across campus, when you start figuring that out, what the roads are, you can start putting all of that together. You know, what campus is like. Now, I want you to play with the maps a little bit more, but you obviously know how to use the map, the commands, and how to get the information, how to jump around. You've got that all figured out. Tell me what your thoughts are about the map. Was it helpful?
I feel like it's helpful as long as you have more knowledge of, I guess, understanding maps in general. I mean, understanding the basics, just understanding your like directions, like cardinal directions, and then kind of being able to picture how things relate to where you're going to continue moving. So like in our case, you know, figuring out which streets actually went northwest and or north, south, east, west, and kind of getting our bearings as to like what areas might be available.
Right.
But I definitely find them helpful, especially, you know, so now that I have a better idea of how campus is laid out and kind of where we'll end up being, or like what we need to like find, you know, I'll at least understand where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like this gave you a better mental map?
Yes, and I mean, I kind of was doing the grid type of thing that you had said, like figuring out where things kind of, you know, are.
Right.
But I hadn't fully figured out. I guess I just hadn't grasped where, like, maybe I just didn't understand where like some streets related to each other, and then, you know, as we went on, I kind of started figuring it out, and I was like, so I mean, it's a little bit of practice, but it makes sense.